What's up, guys? In today's video, we're gonna go over how I start the day sourcing. This stemmed from an Instagram question. It went something like this: hey, how do you start your day sourcing? Any tips? I feel like I spend 30 minutes or so wasting time trying to figure out where to start. I have definitely been there. I don't necessarily have a structured what I do every day, but I do have a kind of a list of places that I do start, or what I would start with. This is a great question. If you're new to the channel, my name is Muscarello, Side Hustle Experiment. Have sold over $1.4 million on Amazon since I started this whole thing. And yeah, my goal is to help you make money selling on Amazon. I have a free Discord below if you want to join. If you don't, that is fine too. But let's just get into it. So one of my favorite places to start is I keep a sheet of inventory that is out of stock. So I come across a good product, I use SellerAmp. There's a link to a free trial below, and you are able to create spreadsheets or Google Docs rather, and you could tie like whatever you want. So you could have the link pop in, the BSR, all that kind of stuff. So I have a spreadsheet dedicated to things I come across that are profitable but are out of stock right now, and I want to check on those to see when they come back in stock. This is a super slept on way. A lot of people like, oh, it's not in stock, and they kind of move back like, oh, I'll check later, but they don't get it down. The other day I went through the out of stock sheet and was able to spend, I think, like $500 or $600. And the stuff was out of stock probably for like a week, but I just keep checking and checking and checking. So yeah, it also elicits potentially a quick win. You already have a product that you know is profitable or could be profitable if the keep it chart still looks good. So you can start your day off real quick, starting with things that if are in stock you could buy. So it's a great way to start the day, or I like to start the day that way. It also could go the other way where the stuff's not in stock and it could be a little frustrating, but I kind of like to start there. Number two, I was holding it backwards. This could be a tricky one, but most of my email is dedicated just to stores that I buy from or newsletters I've signed up for. In terms of sales and deals. So I will start, number two is go to the inbox and see what stores are having what sales. This could be a really tedious process at first, but once you kind of get going, it becomes a little easier. You just know what's worth clicking on, what's not worth clicking on. You could also use a tool that Chris Grant created called Sales Gazer. Totally free. It's basically like an inbox of just sales emails, and there's a whole bunch of stores that you could check on or check off. Maybe I'll do another video about that just specifically. So that's the next best one for me. I'll probably check email like in the morning, in the afternoon, and then kind of at night. It also is a good way to see what may be on sale. So maybe today, they're like, tomorrow we're doing this. So I would also, you could plan for tomorrow to search that sale. So that's another way to kind of have a plan to start off. After that, if I don't really find anything good there, or it just doesn't look that great, I will head to Rakuten or Top Cash Back or any of the cash back sites, see one, who's offering a lot of cash back. So if there are stores that are offering 10% cash back that I'm familiar with, maybe there are some replans that I could do, or maybe there's things I bought there in the past that are now profitable, or maybe there's stuff. I also have a sheet of items that are close. They're falling short about $1 or $2, but maybe if they were on sale, I would be able to buy them. So I'm looking for that. And one of the most important things to capture in these spreadsheets is the store name. This way you could just sort by store. So for example, if Nike's having a sale, and you put Nike, you could literally just put all the products in whatever sheet you have in alphabetical order and just click on all those Nike links real quick instead of having to look through the URL. I might have done this before, just saying it's much more efficient. Rakuten and Top Cashback. So Rakuten also has a hot deals section. I think it's called hot deals. And basically that's sales that are going on right now that they think are really good. Top Cashback has a hot trending websites or trending websites section. And that's kind of, will show you how many people are on that website. So it kind of ranks how many people are there. So that usually correlates with there's a sale there, or there's a lot of cash back, or something else is going on there. So that could be a good place to start. Number 4, I head to my favorite sites that I typically buy from, see if they have any sales going on manually. Some sales do not get emailed to you. They're just on the site. Target is kind of notorious for this, where they have games on sale or certain Lego sets, and they don't necessarily get an email about it. It's not in the deals section. It's not in their circular or whatever you call that thing, the weekly deals pamphlet. So it's always good to head to the actual site. You just never know what you're gonna find over there. Some sites, like for example, Nike, if you go there, sometimes they'll be like, hey, there's an extra 20% off for members or something. That's not necessarily promoted in the email until later on. So maybe if the sale starts today, they're not gonna send an email till tomorrow. So there's just stuff like that that you could do. Another thing you could do, I know there's a lot here, is you can, if you were searching a sale, today, and you only have an hour or two to search it, and you think it's a good sale, I mean, obviously it'd be, if you can, try to search as much as you possibly can if it's a really good sale that day, but come back to it the next day. So, in the morning, be like, hey, I didn't finish searching that sale. I think there's more stuff there. So I'm going to start there. If all else fails, another great thing you could do is literally just go through your profitable leads that you currently have now, and you can start reverse sourcing those stores, because that's a great place to start. If you have a profitable product, wherever you got that, other people are on the listing as well. Hopefully they have other profitable products. I have tons of videos about reverse sourcing on the page, so just Google or put into YouTube side hustle experiment sourcing or live sourcing, and there's like 3 or 4 videos, literally like an hour or two, me just kind of going how I'd reverse source. You could do that, but yeah, I think the big takeaway here is kind of come up with a plan to do one of these. Obviously, it could be really easy to be like, oh, I'm not finding anything in email, and just like jump to that, or hey, like everything's out of stock, like these 2 things are out of stock, like I'm not checking the rest. Like kind of just commit to one or just jump to the other. It really depends on how much time you have to source, but I would just kind of know in my head, like for me now it's changing a little bit because I'm starting to get back into shape, so I'm trying to do the gym in the morning. So normally I would start one of these in the morning, but now I have a virtual assistant who's helping me source. So now the process for me looks like I am meeting with them every morning for about an hour, going over their leads with them, telling them whether I would buy it or not buy it and why, and kind of going back and forth, teaching them some stuff as well. So that's what I'm starting with. Then I'm kind of going to out of stock real quick. And you don't always have to check your whole out of stock list. I'm usually just checking kind of like the bottom half of it, the most recent stuff from the month or from like 4 weeks. Some stuff on there has like no longer being sold. So yeah, I would think just kind of come up with a plan the night before, or, have some idea what you're going to be doing. Or you could do all this the night before, and then it could be hard to fall asleep knowing that there's potential sales or this or that. But you could set that up in the morning to go over that. If Target's having a video game sale, or Walmart's doing a Lego sale, or whatever, you could just plan to do that in the morning. And it also depends on what time you are sourcing. I like to get up early. and get stuff out of the way. At night is not a great time for me to source, typically. So that is kind of my how I get the day started. I know there's a lot there. If you're not full-time, maybe doing this whole list isn't going to be like the best use of time, but definitely picking one or two of these or rotating them is definitely could work for you. Let me know how you start your day sourcing. Super interested about that. If you are not in the free FBA Inner Circle Discord, please join today. We are going to launch something in the next couple weeks. Is totally free, what we're launching as well. So don't want to miss that. For everything that goes on with me, the Discord knows first. So if you like stuff like this and videos and you want to be one of the first to know, definitely join the Discord. Free link below, totally free. We're almost at 1,000 members. And that is almost one of the best ways to get a hold of me now. So hope to see you in the Discord, and I will see you in the next video.